What's up, guys? Uncle Dave here. I hope you enjoyed part one of my Port Aransas video. This here is part two. This is our last day out. Let's see the beach out there. This is our last day out here. We're gonna be heading back out tomorrow. I think I'm gonna try to do a little fishing, maybe play in the water a little bit, and have a good meal before we pack everything up tonight to get ourselves ready to load up and head out in the morning. Checkout time is 12 o'clock at the IB McGee RV Park, which is a very nice park, I must say. Big shout out to the guys at IB McGee for having such a nice place to stay. It's under construction right now. The observation deck there is being worked on. IB McGee is just on the other side of that. But yeah, it's a very nice park to come to, guys. If you're an RVer like myself, you know, check it out. IB McGee, it's very close to the beach. You can walk to the beach within just a couple of minutes and be right in the water. Just right down the beach from the pier, the fishing pier up here that they got. So yeah, check it out, guys. So I'm gonna leave you with a little bit more footage while I run up to the store to get me some more bait. You guys enjoy. Guys, I tried to capture some of the sound of the beach. You know, some of the waves coming in. You could hear the waves crashing and everything. I didn't really do a good job. You know, using the cell phone, it's hard to get good audio. And usually when you turn your phone, you pick up the wind. So I tried, guys. Not the best in the world. Still new to this whole thing. Them waves are crazy today, y'all. Just have a look at that. I mean, come on. So I don't really remember what they said the prices were for going on the pier. During the daytime, you know, you had to pay like a fee, but you can get bait and stuff up there on the pier. But I do know that after a certain time at night, you can go out on the pier for free. It's just, I don't know. I felt like I'd rather fish down at the bottom than if I did catch something trying to lift them up that high up onto the pier. But maybe next time. Gotta love it. Isn't it beautiful? It is just beautiful. Okay, so I didn't think I would really be one to do interesting facts or anything like that, but interesting fact, the South Jetty right here in Port Aransas in May of 1937, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt came to Port Aransas to do a little vacationing, and while he was here, just right over there at that jetty where everybody's fishing, he caught a 5-foot tarpon. It was a big deal in the news. FDR came out, fished Port Aransas, South Jetty, catches a 5-foot tarpon. It was a big deal. So, just an interesting fact for you guys. This is what the beach looks like in the morning, you guys. It's just beautiful, sunshine. The waves are coming in, but they're not like really, really crazy coming in. Now, granted, it was still windy. And, I mean, you can probably hear it in the recording that it's kind of windy, but I tell you what, it is beautiful out there. And, I mean, just look at some of the people out there. They're just kind of strolling on the beach. Those guys are just kind of getting their day started out there. You know, it's really beautiful. And these guys, they come out and they comb the beach real good and maintain it so it's not real uneven and ugly looking. You know, they do a good job out there. They dress it up real good to make it ready for you and I. So while the kids played, I just took and hung out there and fished for a little while and had a pretty good time. I didn't catch a whole lot. I caught a couple of fish, but hey, I had a good time. By the way, salt water does not taste that good. You get out there too far and that stuff splashes right up in your mouth. Ugh. Y'all notice them Texas shorts I got there? Hey, representing Texas. I love my state.
He's so tiny. Look how big his belly is. He looks like a catfish.
Big shout out to Bronze there in Port Aransas. That's where we rented our golf cart from. Nice place, nice people. So there was quite a bit of wind while we were there, and overnight a few times there was quite a bit of rain. So if you'll notice, the ground is like really wet. We had to make sure we kept our cart out of the deep water so it wouldn't ruin it. But there were certain parts of the beach that were pretty wet. I mean, you see all the standing water there. It was it's kind of crazy in some spots. But like over by the South Jetty, it wasn't that bad. Now guys, I tried to go slow enough so that I could get like at least some video of how everybody does their different setup. Look at that old Airstream there. He's doing it right. Now, I was trying to get everybody set up out there, you know, the different type of canopies that people were using. You see people got tents. Like I really like that setup right there where he has the tent on the back of the pickup. There's, you know, regular tents there. You seen the guy with the Airstream back there. You know, what umbrella will hold up in this kind of wind. You know, there was a bunch of different things that I was trying to film, but at the same time, I wasn't trying to make it to where it was too creepy. Look, there's another one right there. Nice little Class C. But yeah, I was trying not to be creepy about it, you know, because people don't really like to be filmed in most occasions. I mean, especially when you're out having a good time hanging out at the beach, you don't want to look up and see somebody with their camera right on you. So I tried to keep, you know, a decent pace to where it didn't really look like we were like trying to film people in particular. Look at this guy. He's seen us. But yeah, I mean, you see the different cabins. I noticed there's a lot of those there. But the one bad thing is at the end of the day, when you drive through and there's nobody left out there, or there's just very few people left out there, you'll go by the trash cans and there are a lot of frames to those there. You know, guys, it's really important that when you go out to these beaches that you clean up after yourself. I mean, look at the amount of people that are there and look at the amount of fun that's being had. I mean, people go there for different reasons. They go there to fish. They go there to hang out with their family. They go to play games on the beach. You know, they go out there to have like family get-togethers. Some of them will have big, huge family get-togethers like, you know, these people here look like they've got a big crowd with them. And, you know, some people come out just for the day so they can, you know, say, hey, we barbecued on the beach today. You know, and some people are just there to relax and sit on the beach and stare at the waves and have a good time. Like that lady there, she's out for a nice stroll on the beach. I mean, pick up after yourself, guys, because everybody wants to come and do this. And if everybody picked up after themselves, everybody will have a clean beach to go to. And that makes the experience all the more joyous. I mean, how do you guys feel about it? Would you like to go to nice clean beach, or would you like to go out to a beach that's covered in trash?
Jay!
Now this guy here, I was driving along and I just thought it was kind of cool. I mean, look how straight up in the air he gets this thing. I just thought it was kind of cool, you know, that this dude's out there in this like crazy wind, and he's got a hobby like that. I mean, me personally, 20 years ago, yeah, I'd have got out there and done that. Now at my age, you know, and I'm not old, guys, by any means. I'm gonna be 43 in November, but you know, at my age still, I'm just not in the shape for that. I mean, I smoked for many years, which I've recently quit smoking, and it's just kind of taken its toll on me over the years, and I'm not in the kind of shape I used to be in, so I probably couldn't hang out there with that guy. Look out there. If you look further out, there's one way out there with that blue kite. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool watching these guys. You know, some of these guys will get out there and they'll do their flips and back flips, and it's like, man, how are they doing all that? It's just, I don't know. I think it's pretty neat, something to watch, but that's just me. You guys may say, oh, that's boring. I'm not gonna sit there and watch this guy. I mean, yeah, it was a little boring waiting for him to get far enough out, but when I went out there fishing, man, I was way in the water before I was even chest deep. So he's got a little ways to go before he's got himself good. And my hat's off to him for being able to hang on to that little piece of kite right there that's probably jerking him around while he's getting beat up by them waves trying to get his rear end out there. You know, kudos to you, buddy. Love it, but they won't hit the hook. Family cooling out here at the beach. A little evening dip in the ocean. Now, this is one thing that I really thought was cool, guys. I mean, we were swimming and fishing and hanging out kind of close to the South Jetty, which meant we were close enough to see these big old huge ships come in. Just, I mean, these things are massive. You see all the gulls behind them? That's because of what the ship is turning up from behind them. And there may not be any in this video, but I've got some video whenever we were on the ferry where you could see dolphins jumping out in front of the ship like that. You know, right out there in front where you see that little white spot of water, there would be there'd be dolphins and stuff jumping right in front of them. I just kind of thought it was awesome. I thought I'd film a little bit of it and show you guys this and its enormity. Quick dad joke for you. So, why don't sailors get to play cards? Well, that's probably because the captain's always standing on the deck. Guys, I really loved it in this town. I mean, it was so laid back. The people were so nice. You know, we had a chance to eat right there at Mac Daddy's, and it was a little bit of a wait. You know, of course, it's a busy place, but hey, we ate right out front on the patio. It was nice. The food was good. You know, I couldn't complain, and just the whole atmosphere out there. I mean, you know, people just hanging out and enjoying each other. It was just, and that was another thing. Those golf carts. When I had the golf cart, I felt like totally relaxed. I didn't have no shoes on. I was in my swim trunks. Didn't have no shirt on. You know, my hat. Just going around, riding around. The sign that says the beach right there. Wouldn't you want to follow it? I mean, you drive these things around town. Now, there's certain parts of town where you can't drive your golf cart just because it's kind of dangerous. Look at that place right there. That place that we just passed right there does belt sander races. I didn't get to check it out while I was there, but I really want to go back to check it out. But like I was saying, there's only certain parts of the town that you can drive your golf cart in. You know, you can't turn it down a certain street down to go into the main highway, because then you'll be in trouble by the law. Not to mention, you have to have it registered. You may think that you can just grab your golf cart and bring it down there and cruise around. No, you have to have it registered. And once again, guys, I'd like to give a big shout out to the IB McGee RV Park, which is what you see us driving through right there, which is where we stayed for pretty much almost a week. We had a blast. It was awesome. And I can't wait to go back. It was worth dragging the trailer 400 something miles. I really loved it. Okay, guys, my last day here in Port Aransas. Fixing to pack it up and head it home on back to Dallas. Not that we want to, but got to get back to work sometime. All right, guys, check out this view of my trip back home. I'd been wanting to get a video of us pulling out with the trailer, and I thought, what better place to do it at than here with such a nice long campsite driveway. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? I love my setup. It's so much fun. So this wasn't the way we left. This was one of the days that we were there. We hopped on the ferry and caught it across to go to HEB so we could get some stuff for dinner. And I wanted to throw it in there because I didn't have any ferry footage on the last video, and I wanted to try to get some in there so that you guys could kind of see. And I don't know what their like times are, or what time they shut down, what time they start up during the day, but I do know that at any time of the day you could pull up and be able to pull right onto the ferry, or you can pull up and you'll be sitting there waiting in a line for a while. But once you get on there, you know, it's a short little trip. It's a pretty awesome trip. You know, it's kind of neat being in your vehicle and just kind of relaxing while it goes over a body of water. Now, if you'll look closely right here, guys, this is where the dolphins were jumping in front of the ship like I was talking about earlier. If you look real closely, you can see them. It's just kind of, you got to be paying attention to the front of that ship, and then you'll see them dolphin just jumping out there. And if you're ever on the ferry and the ships come in, pay attention to the front, because that's right where you'll see them. I mean, we seen them hopping around out there. Look, there they go right there. You know, you just got to keep your eye on the front of that ship, and you'll see them. There they went again. I just thought those were so cool. Isn't that awesome, guys? love the opportunity to be able to share my trip with you guys. This is a very good trip for us. We had a good time as a family, and being able to share it with you guys is a big deal for me because, I mean, who wouldn't want to share this? It's awesome. Now, this part here, this is our trip home. It's a lot of time lapse, this and that, so that I kind of sped it up so it wasn't just a bunch of long, boring stuff while we were on the road, which this has probably been a video that's gone on long enough already, so I may take it and shorten it a little bit. But I want to thank you guys for watching my videos, and I hope you're catching my shorts every day, my dad jokes. I try to keep one in there every day with the exception of a day or two on the weekend. I got to have a couple days off to relax every now and then, even though making you guys laugh is a big part of my life. I really like to do it. I like seeing people laugh. It's kind of what Uncle Dave does. So enjoy the rest of this little bit of video, and if you haven't already, please hit subscribe, hit like, and hope to see you guys again soon. And drop some comments in there if you have any suggestions for my next trip out, or if you notice something that I may have done wrong out there, or even if you noticed my rigging on my fishing pole and thought, hey man, that guy's doing it wrong, that's why I ain't catching nothing. Well, let me know. Comments are there for a reason. Thanks, guys. Take care.